Money Day, guys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Life Behind Trades. If you guys are here right now, I want to thank you for tuning in. And this episode's actually it's an awkward one. It's an awkward one. It's not awkward, but it's a personal one. It's very personal to me. You guys can see by the title, sacrifices being made in order to be a profitable Forex trader. That's the extendo, okay? This is something that all of you will have to go through if you're trying to become a profitable Forex trader. You might be trading indices, you might be trading crypto. If you're trading any instrument, you will go through this process. And if you don't go through this process, then you'll probably parabolically fly up and then come crashing down. So for myself, I want to share with you guys the most important part of making my Forex journey unique. Everyone lives a different life. What do I mean by everyone lives a different life? Everyone goes through their own pain. Everyone experiences their own pleasure. But ultimately, guys, one thing that you can't ignore, is that you have to make sacrifices in this game in order for you guys to thrive. Okay? We're back. Let me add that. I like that. Just gonna write that down. Okay? You have to make sacrifices in order for opportunities to thrive. Now, for me, I was a Forex trader. I got into Forex 7 years ago. I actually got into Forex. I'm 31. I actually got into Forex when I was 19, 18, going on 19, and I got scammed by some guy through Instagram. So I just thought Forex was a lie because, in actual fact, I wasn't actually trading Forex back then. I was following some guy's trades through binary options. So he was telling us to buy or sell a specific item or a pair, should I say, an instrument within a quantified time frame. So it would be like, Barclays is going to be trading higher within a 15-minute time period. And long story short, I just lost money with it. I lost money, and I gave up on that, okay? And I realized that the guy kind of took me for an idiot, right? Now, I put Forex to the side. I worked in sales. I became an investment broker. I worked as a qualified wine broker. I know a lot of companies are out there. They will say they're this and they're that. But I actually had my certification in understanding my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth growth wines. Okay, so this is something I've done. I worked in central London. And long story short, I kind of put trading to a side. I never really thought of it again. I just left it, to be honest with you. And then eventually I went to go live in Madrid. And when I was working in Madrid, I was quite fortunate enough to have innovative bosses who believed in crypto. They believed in Bitcoin. And they kept saying this was going to be the future. This was going to be the future. And it really was. My gosh, they didn't lie, you know. And not only that, but they started paying us our wages in Bitcoin. So I was quite fortunate to witness Bitcoin going from 500 euros to going to where it's at now, right? And one thing it done for me when I left working in Madrid after 3 years of me living there, one thing it done for me is it actually gave me the sense of understanding that Forex wasn't a scam. I just had been scammed by someone, which was different, right? And essentially with this guy here, not with this guy, sorry, excuse me. With Forex, what I found is because I made quite a bit of money alhamdulillah, I made a bit of money with Bitcoin. I started to realize that this isn't just the only industry that's thriving. There's actually other industries that's more traditional. Then I thought if Bitcoin's just done this, what was here before Bitcoin? And that's when I discovered Forex, currencies, okay? And you know, if you're trading Forex, for all of you who trade, if you're a trader, comment down below. Me too. Okay, just comment down below. I'm a Forex trader too. Okay, and one thing that you'll find is the hardest thing to do is not to learn a skill set. Guess what it is? Pause the video and tell me, what's the hardest thing to master? What's the hardest thing to master in this game? You guessed it. That's right. Your mindset. Your mindset is the hardest thing. And, you know, this sacrifice it cut me deep. It cut me deep. I don't think I've actually explained to anyone how deep it cut me or even the reasons as to why I truthfully done what I done. But, you know, I had a relationship for 10 years. For 10 years, right? So whilst I was, you know, starting to learn how to trade and done the whole, you know, trading stuff, I had a relationship, okay? And long story short, or not even long story short, because it's quite a long story and I'm sure you guys have got time, but I broke up with my partner for 10 years. And the reason why is because, of course, there was other inconsistencies in our relationship that wasn't adding up. But one of the biggest things that I had to sit down and be truthful to myself about was the fact that if I thought trading was going to become something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life, then I needed to make a decision that could help me make better decisions in an industry that I want to be in for as long as I'm alive. And with trading, you need to be able to have a cool, calm, level-headedness. The second your head is not leveled, you're fried. You start placing trades you shouldn't, you start risking things, you start over-leveraging. Before you know it, you're chasing losses, and now you are gambling. And this is the reason why a lot of people speak about trading as gambling, because a lot of the time, you're just revenge trading, or you're traded out of anger, or trading with emotion, should I say, which leads you to being blindsided. And what I kind of started to realize as I was getting older was every time I had a row, argument with my partner, it would lead me to have a clouded judgment, and I'd lose money. And at the end of the day, unlike with any industry, in Forex trading or in trading in its entirety, you either win or you lose. It's instant gratification. You either win the money or you lose it. There is no in between. There's no, today I made, it's no like, okay, at work, well, if you get something wrong, that doesn't cost you your salary. It doesn't cost you a day's worth of wages, right? Whereas in trading, it does. It's instant. You either, the mistake you make, if it's a mistake trading live, it's going to result in you losing money. And that's really, really important, because it meant that this is a high pressured environment. Okay, now I like pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Okay, I guess always worked in a high pressure environment, whether I was playing football when I was younger or working in sales. It's always been a high pressured environment. There's never been a time where it's been relaxing. Okay. And for me, that might be okay. But for some who haven't been inside that environment before, prior to getting into trading, that might be a lot to handle. And if you've then got outside noise, which is adding to your distress, or it's adding to your discombobulation, then it's important for you to be able to separate yourself from the outside noise, and internally to be able to be at one before you place a trade. Because I lost thousands, guys. I lost 5 figures. I probably lost 6 figures, actually. I remember in a year I lost 6 figures trading. And I say in a year, it was probably like 5-6 months. I lost 6 figures just due to gambling, you could say, right? Gambling, just not in the right mind frame, but trading in moments where I shouldn't have traded, because I was impatient, because my mind was my mindset was clouded due to me having an argument. And as much as I loved my ex at the time, it was really important for me to kind of make a decision to say, look, if I want to be in this game, how do I manage both? How do I manage my relationship and manage my trading career? Because also, when you think about trading, right now it might be quite popular, quite trendy, right? Right now we've got streamers, the whole backdrop, it's all nice, right? It's all cool. But 7 years ago, when people were trading, saying they wanted to become traders, it weren't cool. People was like, get a job. What do you mean you want to become a trader? What? Get a job. Get a 9 to 5. So, you know, it really was difficult for me to face a lot of ongoing scrutiny that I faced from either family members or friends, whatever it may be, to actually be able to constantly produce the result that could give me the lifestyle that I wanted and my girlfriend at the same time. And, you know, when you don't perform, you're not a great person. Or not, it's not that you're not a great person. When you don't perform, which means when you don't earn, okay, you're not fulfilling your potential. But when you do earn, it's just a normal day. It's to be expected. So it really did become quite important for me to kind of understand that unless I can develop a clearer state of mind where I can just tune out, switch off, and, you know, because they say at work, right, they say when you get to work, leave all your emotions at the door, leave everything that happened outside of work at the door, right? Well, when you're trading, you don't have that luxury of going to some place and then switching off. You don't have that luxury, right? Things are playing on your mind. especially depending on how in deep you might be in love with your partner. You know, some of you might have partners where you know that they can say one thing and it can just tick you off for the rest of the day, right? Well, I had a relationship like that. Like I said, 10 years. It was my first proper relationship that I actually had. And without going into too much detail about the relationship, I started to realize that I wasn't going to be able to become a successful trader and still be in a relationship that was mentally challenging. And I had to make a decision. And that was one of the hardest decisions at the time in my life that I had ever made. I've only ever had one girlfriend in my whole life, right? And I'd been with her for 10 years, from 18 to 28 years of age. Now I'm talking about breaking up with her to be alone to focus on trading. You have to understand the level of dedication and commitment that you need to have to be able to go through that is insane. It's insanity, because I had withdrawal symptoms after it happened. Of course, I was like, I couldn't breathe, couldn't sleep. I mean, I didn't go through the whole can't breathe, can't sleep, but I definitely couldn't sleep, actually. Yeah, for 10 years, a woman had laid in my bed next to me, and now all of a sudden by myself, I started questioning, had I done the right thing? I was definitely doubting my decision. And I stuck through it because I realized that, you know what, in this day and age right now, everyone is scared to be alone. So am I now just being with someone because of the relationships I have with them and their family, or am I being with someone because actually it's what I really want? And if I had to lay down what I want to become a Forex trader. And what is stopping me from becoming a better Forex trader is my mindset. That may not necessarily mean that it's my partner's fault, but I need to know what's best for myself. Meaning, I need to know if I'm mentally strong enough to be able to do both, then do both. But if you're not mentally strong enough, then you have to pick one. And the option I had to pick was the option that was going to give me, my family, a better life. So I talk about, deepest sacrifices. I didn't kill a goat, right? We're not talking about sacrificing an animal here, but I did kill a part of myself, because for someone that I'd been with for 10 fucking years, I let go of just so that I could fulfill my potential in what I thought was going to be something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I talk on it almost as if it's past tense, not on purpose, to be honest with you, because as you guys can see, I'm still a trader now, and I don't regret the decisions that I made. What I do understand is if I maybe grew up with a bit more emotional intelligence, then I might have been able to manage both. But we're not always blessed with those type of experiences. We're not always blessed to have the lessons that we need to be able to make the right decisions. When you see kids today in the streets, killing each other and doing all these fuckery, it's because they're not blessed to be able to be brought up in a home, sometimes with love, or to be brought up around the right type of people that's giving them the right type of knowledge, aka wisdom. They're not blessed. We can say it's the parents' fault, this, that, and the other, but maybe their parents didn't bless them either. You don't know how far it goes up the chain. But what I realized was, if I wanted to become a Forex trader, if I wanted to stop blowing account after account after account after account, and then putting money into prop firms and spending 30, 40 grand on prop firms, if I wanted to actually make some money in this game, I needed my head to be clear. I needed to be able to wake up Monday to Friday and not feel like I'm worried about having an argument, or not even that I'm worried, because I was never worried, but if I had an argument halfway throughout the day, it would just fuck up my whole vibe. My whole motion is fucked throughout the rest of the day. So I had to say to myself, look, as much as I might love you, I need to leave you, because I need this for myself. And this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. You have to be able to sacrifice something that is so dear to you, but that can actually make you into a better person. And that might be because you're training to be a dancer, to be an entertainer, to be a trader. I can only talk about trading because I'm a trader, right? But this applies to every industry. Maybe it doesn't actually, I don't know. But for me, and being in the trading space, guys, there's nothing worse than feeling like your phone's got you in a headlock. You can't get out of the trades. You don't want to get out of it. You're scared to close the trade because it might go back down from drawdown. But then when you're in the trade and you're in profit, you also don't want to close it because you might make some more. You're thinking that one trade you're in is going to make you the generational wealth money. It's going to make you the life-changing lottery ticket money. How many times have you been in a trade? Let me know in the comment section who's been in a trade and they thought, yep, this is going to the moon. I'm going to hold it. And then you end up taking a loss, or you end up just breaking even. This is because our mindset is not aligned with us understanding that this is not a game. And if it is a game, it's a game of percentages. It is not a game of the numerical number. That is the short-sighted view of a Forex trader looking at the markets. How much money can I make? It's not about the numerical number. It's about the percent gain. It is about the percent gain. And when you understand that, and when I was able to understand that, I could sleep with losing 4 or 5 grand, knowing that it was only 2% of my account balance. I could sleep with that. Before I was like 4 fucking bags. There ain't no way I'm sleeping on that loss. What? We're making that back. I'm gonna sit here all night if it takes me. But now what have I done? I've just committed to sitting at a computer all night to make the money back that I lost because what? Because of my ego? Because of my pride? Because if I wait till tomorrow, there's probably going to be opportunities for me to make it back plus some. So why must I do it right now? And on top of it, be in a relationship that's going to end up making me feel aggravated or making me feel annoyed, making me feel like I can't breathe, making me feel like I'm just, like I want to be independent now. And now I'm taking out on my trades. I'm taking out. I'm just executing trades. No SL, or I'm doing reckless things. Guys, you have to have the coolest. You need to be the coolest cucumber when you're trading. The coolest. There needs to be no emotions, whether you're in profit, whether you're in drawdown. No emotions. If your heart starts panicking when you're in drawdown, that is showing you that you're not ready for this and that you need to train yourself to become better. How do you train yourself to become better? Well, you have to, for starters, get used to seeing your trades in drawdown. If your trades are in drawdown when you take them, that's usually a good sign. Take that in. If your trades are in drawdown when you start trading, that is usually a good sign. I'm used to having my trades in drawdown because I'm buying when the market's going down and I'm selling when the market's going up. I'm not selling when the market's selling, and I'm not buying when the market is buying. I'm doing the opposite every time. So it's really important for us to understand here as a community, if you can make sufficient sacrifices to get you to where you need to get to, the future you would turn around and thank you for that. If you can't make those sacrifices, then I'm telling you from now, it's not worth going down this path. Don't go down a path where you can't make a sacrifice. It sounds cool. It sounds like, oh yeah, of course I can do it. Some of your sacrifices might be smoking weed. I used to smoke weed when I was younger. Shit. I used to smoke weed up to like 24. I smoked weed up to like 27. Let me not even lie to you. Here and there I used to start it, stop it. But yeah, I was smoking till I was 27. No lie. 27, 28, I was smoking. And one day I was like, I'm fucking done with this shit, man. Maybe 27 I stopped. And I was like, I'm done with this shit, man. It's not helping me get to where I need to get to in life. It's not making my brain sharper. It's making my brain slower. Why the fuck am I smoking this shit? So I had to make a sacrifice in order for me to want to wake up early in the morning, okay, to look at the charts, pre-London markets. It was also a sacrifice to help me pay more attention to reading stuff, because the more information you read, the smarter you become. It's as simple as that. And it really, really, really helped me actually become more positive, because it was like the more I was reading, the more positive things was happening to me. I can't even describe it to you. Your brain is like a computer, and the more you read, yeah, the more opportunities come your way. Try it right now. For the next 30 days, read a book every single day, and I promise you, unique opportunities will come your way. I don't even know how or why, but I know that it happens because it happens to me all the time when I read. It may be because my brain is opening up different types of brain waves, different types of energy points, and I'm going to the right places at the right time. I don't know. I'm seeing things from a different lens. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, reading definitely fucking helps. And with all these things, guys, it just made me really sit down and say to myself, if I really want to trade and I want to make, millions in trading and become this successful trader, I can't do it being in this mind frame. Like I said, I was in a relationship for 10 years, so it wasn't like I just dropped my girlfriend off out of nowhere. No, but I started to realize I'm going around in the same pattern. I'm profitable, blow all my accounts, I'm broke. I'm getting some money, now I'm profitable, making a lot of money, now I'm broke. Profitable, and I was doing the same motion over and over and over again. And it just dawned on me one day, I was like, look, man, if I don't change this, nothing is ever gonna fucking change. And for some reason, the only thing that I can see outside of myself was the relationship that I was in. That was the only other thing that was fucking with my mind. So I had to make the decision, guys. The decision which to this day I'm still single, right? So it's not like I've left that relationship and I've found the love of my life. And these are questions I ask myself, like, yo, if I leave this relationship, am I gonna find someone just as nice or even better? Am I gonna find these things? But as a man, you have to be able to live with the decisions that you make in life. And I can live with my decisions. Whether I find someone else or I don't find someone, I can live with my decision because that's what a man does. A man has to make his decisions. But I'm saying this, if I was still in that situation, then I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here right now having Learn with Vel on the wall behind me. I wouldn't have that. So for those of you who need to be inspired by this video, I'm saying to you this: make the sacrifices that are necessary. Don't go doing some extra shit and just, oh yeah, I'm going to stop this and stop this. No, don't start stopping stuff for the sake of it because it sounds cool. Make the sacrifices that would actually change your mindset, because that's all it is in this game. It's mindset. It's 97% mindset, 3% skill set. My trading course, anything to do with trading, go on my channel. It's all free. Have it. I don't care about it. But I can't train you how to focus your mind. I can't train you how to channel your mind. I can teach you till you're blue in the face. You can tell a baby, don't touch the stove, it's hot. But some babies like me is going to go and touch that stove to figure it out for themselves. So it's a journey you have to walk down by yourself, is what I'm saying to you. And I just hope that if you guys are watching this video right now, you can be inspired to know that, you know, I went through a lot of pain when I broke up. And I feel like, you know, men are very scared to feel vulnerable. And I'm not. And I also don't feel like I have to pretend either. So I'm keeping it true. But I'm showing you this, guys, like a girl that I loved. You imagine you've only ever had one girlfriend in your whole life and you break up with her because you want to be a trader. That's how much trading meant to me. That is how much I saw trading as my way out. So I'm just saying, please understand, this game, in order for you to get to the next level, it's going to require you to put in some real sacrifices and to always stay humble. So if you got far to the end of this episode, I thank you guys for tuning in and hearing me open up about my experiences. I hope these experiences can help you guys too, man. Always remember, every day is money day. Peace.